have recently been asked by more than one subscriber why I never broadcast negative reviews. The answer is simple. I am not a critic. I do this podcast to recommend and share my thoughts on the books I love. I see no point in panning novels I don't like. It doesn't mean they're bad, just that they're not my cup of tea. And as a writer, I am aware of how much thought and effort goes into a novel. I'm not about to ruin an author's day by telling them I don't like their storytelling. I leave that to others. And for this episode, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to recommend a novel that I haven't read because it's not yet been published. It's called A Trade of Blood, the third in the Shadow of the Leviathan trilogy by Robert Jackson Bennett. Books 1 and 2 were so excellent, I am confident that Part 3 will match my expectations. Book 1, The Tainted Cup, is a great read. It's set in the Empire of Carnum, a civilization protected from monstrous sea creatures called Leviathans by a series of colossal sea walls. Throughout the Empire are people who've been biologically augmented to give them special skills, using the blood of these monstrous huge creatures that the Empire so fears. When a tree spontaneously erupts from inside the body of a high-ranking aristocrat, foul play is suspected. It is here we meet the two biologically enhanced investigators who are at the heart of the story. Anna de Labre is an eccentric, brilliant and abrasive investigator. Because her mind is so over-augmented, she is extremely sensitive and must live in a darkened room wearing a blindfold. She's ably assisted by Dineus Cole, whose brain has been biologically altered to give him a photographic memory. He acts as Anna's eyes and ears, reporting every minute detail of a crime scene so she can deduce the truth from what he tells her. It's a whodunit that balances grim horror with sparkling, dry, witty banter between the two investigators. It's a Sherlock Holmes-style detective story set in a world where biotechnology is used instead of traditional magic. And while The Tainted Cup begins as a straightforward investigation of a murder, our two intrepid heroes soon discover a massive conspiracy involving the corruption of the Empire's elite and the safety of the sea walls that protect it. The second installment, A Drop of Corruption, is equally entertaining. It follows Anna de Labre and Dineus Cole as they investigate an impossible crime in which a treasury officer vanishes from a heavily guarded tower where the doors and windows are locked from the inside. The world-building in both novels is excellent, the dialogue top-notch. You get a sense of the environment in which our two protagonists live without being bored by the detail. They're refreshingly original books in a genre where many writers rely on tired old tropes. I cannot praise them enough. I have no doubt that Book 3, A Trade of Blood, will be equally entertaining. All we know so far is that two of the Empire's most powerful families are moments away from war, ready to come to blows over an unforgivable murder that one of their sons has apparently committed. Once again, it falls to Anna de Labre and Dineus Cole to solve an impossible case, proving the murderer's innocence despite incontrovertible evidence against him. You can't buy the book until August, but it is available to pre-order. I've already put my hand in my pocket to make sure I get my copy on the day it comes out. I recommend you do the same. Well, that's all for this week. If you enjoy these podcasts and find them useful, please follow or subscribe. If you want to help in the cost of making them, you can buy me a cup of coffee.